Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. So we have the Foscomax Wi-Fi adapter. They claim 1200 megabits per second, USB 3.0 Wi-Fi dongle, dual band, 5.8 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz wireless network adapter with a 5 dBi high gain antenna system. For PC, desktop, laptop support, Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7, Vista, XP, Mac OS 10.6 to 10.14, and yes, also Catalina. For those Mac heads that are running the newest Mac OS like me. So yes, I have Macs and PCs in my house, and I think we definitely have more PCs than we have Macs. Anyways, so I got my new gamer tower. I'm no longer a closet gamer. Yay! I got out of the closet. So I have this thing set up right beside my iMac. And it's kind of nice having two 27-inch screens on the table. It's kind of cool. One's a complete all-in-one computer and one's a tower. Anyway, so I needed Wi-Fi for this thing. And unfortunately, the manufacturer of my video card built it backwards. So I can't use my PCI Express slot for an internal Wi-Fi card, which I wanted. But they do have these things, and I have been actually using this D-Link thing since I got my tower, and it's kind of like, it's kind of cool. My wife's plugged right into Ethernet, so it's kind of like, what does she really need Wi-Fi for? But now she wants it, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So she's going to be stealing this, but she's going to order one of these things too, just because it's a little more compact, it's out of the way, and none of this cable garbage. But this is good in emergency replacement too, in case one of them cooks on us. Because you never know, hey, it's technology, nothing electronic lasts forever. Anyway, so this was $21.99 on Amazon. Now, we got free shipping because we have Prime, and didn't even cost us any taxes. Yay! I love Amazon. Anyhow, sometimes we get nailed with taxes, depending on the seller. This is sold right by Foscomax -CA and fulfilled by Amazon. I ordered this like midday yesterday, got it this morning in the mail. I'm like, that is the fastest we've ever gotten anything off Prime. We've been buying a lot more stuff off Amazon lately, and very happy with the results. And I'm really looking into the written reviews a lot, okay? I'm very nervous when I see very little reviews on something, but I'm still nervous, period, on even written reviews. Now, there is one guy on this particular one out of 267 reviews. One guy claimed he got over 700 megabits per second, which, okay, that's totally plausible. All right, because of the type of connection that he has with his server and the kind of package that he bought for speed access. You can have all the unlimited data you want in the world, but some have caps, some don't. Some have faster speed rates for up and down loads, some don't. That's the way it goes. So you get what you pay for from your service provider. So if you want to take advantage of real super high speed, buy the fastest you can. Now, we have LTE. We're through Rogers with a Rocket Hub, which uses a cellular SIM for data only. We can hook a home phone up if we want to, but we don't. We have a regular bell line that's actually more efficient for that, for uses. Plus, we have cell phones. So anyway, we are 11 kilometers, it turns out, from the nearest cell tower, and we are definitely not in any kind of way, shape, or form line of sight. So, but we're still getting really good speed rates. Now, my testing on this particular unit on the 2.4 gigahertz band, it actually came out at 144 megabits per second. I'm currently hooked into our 5 megabit band, and it is giving me, 5 gigahertz band, 5.8. I'm getting 300 megabits per second. That's really respectable, okay? So my wife did the testing on this, and she gets 144 on 2.4, 300 on 5 gigahertz. Her Ethernet connection, which she's currently running, it doesn't matter, and I'm going to tell you this because it's actually true. It doesn't matter how fast your Ethernet card is. Like, we're running like the newest, fastest gigabit cards, right, for Ethernet. It's what that modem on its Ethernet port is feeding you is what you're going to get, okay? And they're not all that fast. She's only pulling in 100 megabits per second on her Ethernet cable. So, she's going to be scoring this until her new dongle comes in, and then this one will go away in a drawer as safekeeping in case one of us blows out a connector, right? And then we can just, whoever has a dead connector can use this until a new replacement comes in. But that's pretty respectable speeds. considering our situation with our internet connection and our distance from the nearest tower. The closer we are to the tower with our LTE, the faster things are going to be. And I can tell you that as factual information too, because on my iMac a month before we moved here, like almost 4 years ago now, we had the Rocket Hub in service at home in North Bay, and we were literally 1,000 feet and direct line of sight to that tower. It's actually in our neighbor's yard, okay? So they have to pay him fees to rent his property for their tower. Anyways, we were getting blazing speeds, incredible speeds for LTE. Put it this way, I uploaded a 635 meg file, okay, 635 megabytes to my YouTube channel, it's a video, okay, in under 10 minutes. The same size file out here in the country, buried in a valley, everything in the way, up hills, down hills, up hills, down hills, not line of sight, 11 clicks to the nearest tower, and it's even 300 megabits per second, which is what this thing can even do, but even my iMac I'm sure is doing at least that. The same size file will actually take me about 45 minutes, okay? So that is a few times difference, but the closer we are to the tower, the faster our connection is going to get. You know, that is a big, huge given. You know, so that says a lot about that sort of thing. So you get the idea. So it is plausible that you could get up to the 1200 megabits per second here, depending on your connection with your server and how it works, right? And, you know, if you are on a system like a Rocket Hub, like we are, or Bell Rocket Sticks, or whatever you're doing, the faster the package you buy, the better. Now, Rogers only has one package for their data hubs, and it's called LTE, period. That's what you get, the fastest speed possible, right? And it costs a lot of money to run it, but it's our only option out here. Satellite dish is way too slow for internet out here, even though it's the same price per month as Rogers. At least it's unlimited data, but man, it would take hours just to upload, maybe even days, just to upload a 200 megabyte file on satellite. Satellite is still way too slow. Anyway, so at Amazon on this particular company, you have another choice. For a couple of dollars less, you can get their 600 megabit per second model. I would just spend the extra couple bucks, go to 12, get it over with. It's only a couple of bucks, okay? So, not a big deal. As far as truer specs go, on the back of the card here, it actually says on 11AC is up to 867 megabits per second. Here they say 12. Who do you believe? 11N up to 300. Now I'm actually getting 300 megabits per second. 11G 6, 9, 12, 18, 24, 36, 48, or 54 megabits per second. 11B connection 1, 2, 5.5, or 11 megabits per second. I think that's slower than 56K dial-up. Okay. Anyways, and there's other little bits of information here. USB 3.0 interface, or faster. You can go backwards compatible to USB 2.0 and 1.1 devices, according to their website here. You get a little booklet. Windows 10 users will not need to install drivers. It'll automatically be done like that fast. They give you a CD. This is small media. You will require a tray load CD-ROM to use this disc. Do not attempt to put it into a slot load DVD reader or CD reader. Ain't gonna work. Okay? You need a tray load. So if you're a Mac user, you will need the drivers. Okay? Windows 10, no drivers. 8, probably not. 7 Vista XP, likely going to need the drivers. But they do give you instructions here. Except for one thing they don't realize is with us Mac people, we can read different formats of media. So you can ignore where they say, you need a PC laptop to take the drivers off of the CD and put it onto a USB stick, and then you can transfer it to your Mac. You don't need to do that, okay? You just pop it into a CD player, away you go. As long as it's a tray load attached to your Mac, external, internal, as long as it's a tray load, you install the drivers off of here, or you can take them and put them on a USB stick if you want. It doesn't really matter. But either way, on a Mac, you are stuck with actually having to do that. I tried attaching the dongle directly to my iMac, and yep, Mac cannot find it, doesn't even attempt it. You're gonna need the drivers. So anyhow, and I have no interest in even hooking it up to my Mac. I bought it for my Windows computer, so there you go. And my laptop has Wi-Fi built in too, so I don't have to worry about it. It was just this beaster. Now there are tons of choices on Amazon too for these things. I mean, lots of them, like 17 bucks, 20 bucks, 21 bucks, which is mine. Okay. They have other brands as well of names of these things and so on. At different prices, like 23 bucks, you know. And it goes on and on. They got express cards. This is the card I could have gotten, you know. And it's kind of like, well, you know, you kind of look at it. What's it got for specs? I mean, you know, they even got one at AX3000. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. I wonder what kind of horsepower that puts out. Anyways, I can't use it anyways. It's kind of useless to me with having access to my slot. But so yeah, so I can surf to many different sites. It's pretty quick. You know, YouTube's actually fairly quick, you know. And where else can we go here? Let's go to TomTop. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's check out Wish. So, it is really fast for surfing. You know, at 300 megabits per second, it's pretty good. Okay? I can't wait to start doing uploading and downloading with this little jobby and see how well it performs there. But I'm sure it's going to perform really well. Okay, I mean, I was using this thing here for uploading and downloading, and it works really good. You know, so that's not a problem. And it's running the exact same speeds as this, so it should be relatively the same. You know, it should be really quick. So I'm definitely going to agree with the 4.5 out of 5 ratings that people on Amazon are giving this particular unit. I totally agree with them. Only loses a half a point just because it's not perfect. Nothing is. And nothing deserves a 5-star. There's no such thing realistically. The price is perfect too. $21.99 Canadian. Great. You can get these things in the States, I'm sure, from Amazon as well. Of course, in US dollars, it's, you know, different, right? So it'll be cheaper in the US dollar difference. But all works out to be the same in the end. So that's what I got for you guys. That's the information that I've got to give you. It's a great buy, you know, and I would totally do it again. No problems, no questions asked. I would definitely buy one of these again. My wife's going to buy one for her tower, and then this D-Link one that's, you know, over 4 years old, it's going to just go in as an emergency backup, you know, and it's nice to have a backup around, you know, in case one of your systems goes down. Because there ain't no way I'm going to run an Ethernet cable, especially now that we know the Ethernet bus out of that modem is only putting out 100 megabits per second. And it's like, no wonder she's like, man, this is taking a long time to upload. And I'm like, yeah, I already got 3 videos up. You know, I'm 3 times quicker. What can I say, right? So now she can have some speed edge. So yeah, so that's where we're at. Got any questions? Feel free to ask. But I mean, there's boatloads of information on the website here. I will have the link to purchase this if you want to buy this particular one in the video description below. You know, so feel free to just click on that and go buy one. I mean, I'm not getting anything out of the deal. I'm just passing on information and a link, and I definitely would recommend this thing. You know, it works as it's supposed to, and you know, the faster the connection you have, the faster the internet package you have, the more speed this thing is going to be able to give you, up to the 1200 megabits per second, they say there. But like I said, who do you believe? That, or do you believe the card? I mean, the card is only saying 867. One guy on here, I don't know what he's got for a connection, but he's pulling off over 700 megabits per second, you know, with this exact same unit. So it's kind of like, well, that's pretty much on par with that 867. So, you know, and it's an up too, right? I tend to believe this more than I believe that 1200 part, but it's hard to say. You might find a connection out there that can actually pull it off at full horsepower at that kind of speed, which is absolutely insane. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the bell for notifications. And I'm sure we'll have some more tech stuff for you in the next little bit too. Catch you later.